with the victims and ask myself, because when I'm sure we're all excited and waiting for the speech, but it depends on what people are looking for in that from that speech. Everybody has been saying, the president has not made any speech. We want to listen to him. It depends on what you're waiting for. For me, as somebody that is committed and that sees so much opportunity for youth in 2023, I was looking forward to see a president that is still willing to address the 5-for-5 demand. Trust me, I saw that. I was still looking forward to see a president that is willing and that is committed, that has listening ears and has plans for young people. Forget about if something happens, we want to move forward. How do we move forward? I want to engage somebody. I want to plan my time. I need to know what are the things I can get from this person. So as that person, that is what I want to see. And even in his statement, listen to me. And from his statement, don't forget that Nigeria is a sovereign nation. And the head of that nation is the president that we're talking about. And the president, in his own mind, is always good to put ourselves in other people's shoes too. Whether you like it or not, as at today, who is the president of Nigeria? He is the president of Nigeria. So if you sit down and you are watching Nigeria as your own nation, and you are seeing breakdown of law and order. For me, what I always see in my head, what I always have in my head is the motto of our nation: unity and faith, peace and progress. No matter what, the position of the president in Nigeria is not like for a traditional king that will be there and will not. Everybody, has a limit. So for a particular time, there is, everybody has their own term. So what I was saying in my head is a president that, if we engage constructively, moving forward, can we achieve what we want? That is what I want. And even in his statement, if these are the things that I need to pick as somebody that I want to speak to the people, and I have the platform to speak to the people, and it is the people's government. So what I was looking for, I will not, because of just one thing, throw all other things away that takes me forward. A lot of people have lost hope in Nigeria. I told you that our motto is unity and faith, peace and progress. What has happened in the last 2 weeks has shown to us that we are united. We have come together across ethnicity. We have come together across religious belief. We have come together across political ideology. Everyone with one intention. And it shows that we are united. Today, you can see yourself that you are sure that Nigeria, we are united.
Yes.
Now, so that one, the test for unity has been passed. So now the test of unity is passed. So let's move to faith. If you don't have faith in something, it cannot work. If you have lost interest in Nigeria, you do have lost those in Nigeria, then that's another person. For me, Shina Pellar, I have faith that it can work. That's why I'll leave what I'm doing and I'll say I want to join politics and I'm doing this.
Yes.
So you understand? So my thinking to some other people's thinking might not be on the same level. So if you have faith, listen, let me explain something to you, because I'm going somewhere. This is why I'm going to is actually how I broke something down for my wife. Yeah?
Yes.
I said if you have faith, it will work. So now if I have faith that Nigeria is going to work, they say the next thing is peace and progress. My brother, how do you achieve progress if there is no peace? That is where you first of all see that for us to move forward, there must always be a peaceful environment. We must be able to create an enabling environment. If we don't put peace forward, we can never get that progress. I explained to my wife when I now said something to her when we were talking. I said, "Fine, now your job, you are my wife. You're there. What is one of your primary obligation is to cook in the house. Now, as your husband, I provided the kitchen. The kitchen is there. Everything is there. Then you're on the bed, and you need to go to the kitchen and go and cook. But before, when I woke up, I carried bottles and I started smashing bottles on the floor, on the floor of the house to the kitchen. How do I get you to the kitchen to cook?" Do you understand? That's why our problem in Nigeria is orientation. You know, people need to calm down sometimes. Too wrong doesn't make a right. So you see where I'm coming from. So for me, I believe what I would tell people at this stage is we should understand that this is democracy, and we as the people, we should not lose hope. We should understand that in a democratic government, the legislative arm of government is the people's arm of government. Yes. I have nominated myself. If you have something to you want to talk to the president, you need an issue, and you know it's sensible, bring it on paper. We will pass it through law. It is law that they use to engage the president. If you want to do it, you engage the government. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So everybody, so that is it. You cannot lose hope in a system and expect that system to change. You know? So that's what I'm saying. Because I remember one time when I joined politics and I joined the APC. And some people started saying, should I expect that you've gone to join them? What do you mean you've gone to join them? Even with what we see in Nigeria, I campaigned to all the nook and crannies of this country, of my constituency, and I can tell you that the party that had the structure that cuts across all those places, there are just two parties. All those new parties that we see, you Democratic something, they will just die in the city. Then when they want to vote, the people that want to vote in the village, how do you connect to them? In a country where we don't have the electoral reform, there's still a lot that we will request from the president. And that is why we have to make sure we engage the president constructively. That is my baby. As a young person, I believe that there's still a lot to do. I would love us to achieve an electoral reform so that youth Democratic Party that the youth are shouting at, so that it can work. But if you bring a youth Democratic Party without electoral reform, trust me, it's dead on arrival. You know, let's be, you know, hello?
Yeah, go on. I can hear you.
Yeah, let's go. I'm listening. Another question.
No, that was actually the last question. But
okay.
Mr. Shina Pellar, I'll just say. Don't call it off. Mr. Shina, I've known you for a while. I've known you for years. And the way you answer questions, you normally answer questions like this, straight to the point. Before, but now that you have joined politics, your questions have been doing. Then with the post, then get.
No. It is because today. Let me tell you something now. I am in a position to see more than almost everybody here because I am part of the people myself. And at the same time, if you want to talk about me, you say I'm still part of the government. So there are things that are not clear to the people. So when you just ask questions, and I do not explain, that I will not be, I will not be doing them the favor that I should be doing them.
Okay.
You know? And the conversation said that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Shina. There are some hot questions we would like to throw to you, but You have been. I don't want to throw the questions because you don't already look for where to off this conversation. Yeah, but on a, let me ask you. Can I ask you a very stupid question?
Oh, why not? Go ahead.
Is Buhari alive?
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the end of our interview. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being the voice to the youths. Thank you so much for everything. Like throughout the whole protest, you call Peter P. Square. Peter P. Square will tell me you will call this person, you tell them, get these people together. Get these people. You know, you kept on advising us on what to do.
There is power in engagement. Wallahi. I just wish that people can understand that there is power in engagement. You know, but it's sad that I have a bill that is coming on national orientation. Trust me, we need what we have. Our problem as a nation is orientation. It affects even the people in government as well. Maybe you say yourself that they did not allow me to speak in the House, people's representative. I have a privilege in the House. And when a matter of privilege arises, it must be taken into consideration. You know?
Yes.
This, is the sixth rule of our standing order.
Yes.
I have the right, and you heard the person said he's not going to allow me. You know.
Yes.
So now that has happened that day. I'm sure another day, if I want to speak now, they will allow me to speak. So that is it. We will get it right. We cannot just be arguing. If sometimes we want to, we will argue. I have somebody sometimes that where do we want to drive at first? Let us know. Are we arguing to move forward? Or we're just arguing to just stay there? For me, I want to move forward. For me, I want a Nigeria of my dream passed to my to my children. I know the kind of question my children ask me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm concerned with that more, other than me just sit down and just think that I'll just be playing the blaming game. These are the questions that we need to ask ourselves. If we know that there's so much opportunity for us in 2023, as a young person, ask yourself, what are you doing to enhance that opportunity? They say opportunity meets preparedness. If you are not prepared to take an opportunity, that opportunity will come, you will not be able to do anything. You know the way election works. You do not have an incumbent president that is contesting in 2023 as a young person in Nigeria. That should send a message to your brain.
True.
What are you doing to have opportunity? I told somebody's doing on Monday. We're talking about party. He was saying that why they cannot join APC, they want to join new party. I told the person, I said, come. Let me tell you how this thing works. It's because even we, the youth, we are not interested. That's the first problem.
We are interested now, and we are coming for everybody in power in 2023. We are starting our party.
So you that are coming for everybody in power in 2023, which word are you from? What Olotua?
Okay, now you see, you won't find the from the politics, but I'm not a politician. So there are some questions you can't show to me. I'll tell you that I cannot answer that question. But there are some questions. Mr. Sino, if you ask me questions, I'll throw you some questions that I've been avoiding. Because this is what's happening.
Today, what I'm saying is the young people should understand. Let me explain something to you. Surely, words down here. What mean what today? In a word, you have at least about 100 people, or let's say an average of about 200 people in a ward that is taking the decision in that ward. If you want to say, okay, who do you want to nominate as our local government chairman, is in that ward that they will have their own contribution to. So now let's say they have those. I just want to break down to you. They have just 200 people taking decision in that ward. If that system is messed up, we the young people, and we say that I want to go to, you call me and say that, Mom, I want to go and register in my ward, let us go. And I say, and the same NIGERIAN that we put into this protest, coming out in thousands, we follow you, people of that area and that ward, I think that they are going to You understand? So that means we are the majority of that. Also, it's as simple as that.
It's not as simple as that, Mr. Shina. It's not as simple as that,
We not expect that the Nigeria will come, we will cross our necks and fold our arms, and the Nigeria will come without doing anything.
Yes, but what we know, all the parties that have come, that's if you are not APC or PDP, you don't stand a chance. That is what we know. So we still have work to do.
So that is why we get to work instead of blaming. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why we get to work.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm just giving you you're talking. That's why.
We need to let people know that there's so much opportunity. Trust me. I'm sure if you look at me, you see that I was doing some training of recent on something called the lead generation. I'm sure everybody that's attended that lead generation in the states that I've been to, I've done 2 states, or you are not sure, they cannot be saying what any other person is saying now. They understand what it is. They understand the basics of politics. They understand the problem of Nigeria. And I can quickly just break something down to you. Why, if I knew that this is how politics would be, that politics is this important in my life, I swear, I would have joined politics since I was 19-year-old. Because politics is as important to us as the air we breathe in. We are Nigerians because there is a country called Nigeria. There's a country called Nigeria because it has a government, federal government of Nigeria, which is democratic government. That is only possible through politics, from the position of councillor to position of president. So why are we shortchanging ourselves and we're not performing in that? We are not part of that. But rather come and sit down on live and be laughing and be abusing people and everything. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And if we look at the architecture, and I'll break something down to you. We look at the present architecture, the political architecture of Nigeria. Our country is divided into 6 geopolitical zones. That is further broken down into 36 states. And the states are broken down into local government. That's why we have 774 local governments. And the local government are broken down into wards. That's why we have 8,809 wards. The ward is the smallest element of our political system. I've just told you that with our politics, we are not Nigerians, yeah? And now, in that you are seeing, the ward, as small as that ward is, 8,809 wards, is the smallest element of our political system. It is the basis, it's our foundation. In Nigeria of today, people calling the shots at that ward level, 98% of them are illiterate. That's what our problem is. If we don't correct that, 400 years to come, we cannot make any progress. This is what the youth should have in their head. This is if we are going. This is the kind of thing that we are doing. This is we need to go out of our way to understand. To proper construct. This is where the problem is. If the rest of the world they are building skyscrapers, we cannot build bungalow with our foundation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shina. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have used almost 1 hour now. Almost.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I don't want to delay you so much.
Nice, and I can see what you're doing, and you're not biased. I know.
Yes.
You came here faceless. I wanted to go out myself before.
Yes, thank you very much. And please, whenever you need to give us advice sometimes, please let us know the way you've always been doing it so that we can always give our people information about everything.
But now there's something that's going on. It's called the lead generation. If you have time, www.leadgenerationg.org. Okay.
They say that one more time.
Lead generation, www.leadgenerationg.org.
Okay.
Okay. What the generation is trying to do is to create a sustainable platform for young people in Nigeria to actively take part in building their immediate environment. So, if we break people into bits and you are doing your own in your own world, another person, at the end of the day, we'll be doing the whole nation. We just need to be able to create the right structure and connect and create the network. stage that we will be organized as young people. We will create a structure, a financial structure. We will create a system where we will have people that can run. We will organize ourselves. That is how I like to function. Constructive engagement. Let's us organize. Let's put structure on ground. That's what we're doing. Look at Lead Generation, you'll be able to get something from me. Lead Generation is going to be unveiled in January next year. But what we're doing between now and January is to establish all the structures in all the states and be able to create like a value chain, around.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to me right now, we've ended our session with the great Shina Pellar.
Somebody's saying how much is Lead Generation? Tell them it's free before they say
it's free. So, Mr. Shina Pellar, they say you should do magic for us before you go.
No money.
I said something just now, you didn't hear me, but I'll just They said, Mr. Shina Pellar, can you do magic for us before you go? That's just a joke. We don't need magic. We're just joking.
I'll confirm it for.
You said what?
I can take off your eyeball where you are now.
Oh, no. Thank you very much, Mr. Shina Pellar. God bless you. Oh, God. They think say we blind like we young. Why am I people so poor? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, send your request right now. I need to hear your views about the interview we just had with Mr. Shina Pellar. We get to say your mind if I call you. Plenty oil, plenty sun. Water day. Send your request. But for ordinary man, simple things to enjoy, we no fit to get. Water cup, there. Lighting cup, there. Ordinary food to chop, there. Ordinary house to sleep, there. Water cup, there. Lighting cup. Okay, if I call you and I count 1, 2, 3, 6, if you don't pick, I'll call somebody else. Me, I go down. Send your request. I need to call. Why are my people so poor? We can't take this no more. Me, I go down. Me, I go speak my mind. Me, I go down. The things say we blind. Like we young. Why are my people so? Hey, what's up? Hello? We can't hear you. Hello?
I can hear you. Good evening. Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. To me, what I can say concerning the interview.
Like, what do you think about everything he said?
To me, it wasn't straightforward.
Okay.
And I think you didn't want to even ask him basic questions that every youth out there is willing to ask.
Well, guess what?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There are some questions there that I'm seeing that people are asking. And I wouldn't want to put him on his spot. And you see, there are some questions that I wanted to ask him. There's a way he deflects it. And then sometimes it's a sign to, be careful with the questions you ask him, because you end up for press tomorrow. He's not the president, for God's sake. You understand? He's not the president. So that.
But remember, he said one thing. Yeah. His slogan is the voice of the youth.
Yes.
So at least to an extent, we should be able to ask him certain questions that concerns every one of us genuinely.
Yeah. So what point did you get from everything he said?
Yes, sir.
What point did you get from everything he said?
The only thing I'm going to tell you I got to understand was him saying we need to infiltrate into the wards.